on, guys? It's Noah here with Custom RC Mods, and as you can see today we're out at the park, a windy day, but it is slightly partly cloudy outside, so I mean, I guess I could take that as a little bit better than just being overcast. But today we've got the FT Goblin, of course, the typical Maiden flight on the docket for today. You've given me a lot of love for this plane on YouTube in the comments, on the flight test forums, and on Instagram. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this thing go. It does have a sensitive CG, so I've set it up pretty nose heavy. Hopefully it will be in good shape. We are running the 2207S 2700 kV from Sunny Sky, so that's going to be some more power than usual, as well as we've got the 5x4 prop from Diatone that I'm super excited to try out. Hopefully it's going to be a good speedy combo, as well as having a good reliability in the long run for this motor. So yeah, we got everything all set up. I think we're ready for this Maiden. Let's go ahead and get it up in the air. All right, so here we have the Goblin, and I'm gonna try to stay in my area here. You can see we got some soccer going on over there. I think that they're playing like croquet or something over there, even farther. That's a first, but it's time to get this thing flying. Here we go. All right, and she's up and flying. Feels nice. Track's pretty straight. Got some speed to it for sure. Wow. It's a little bit touchy, especially on that pitch axis. Gonna throw in some elevator expo next flight. Ready for a prop upgrade for sure. This thing is feeling ready for that. Trying to feel this thing out. What does it need? The trim department. It feels really light and floaty. Has a lot of power to it. Can also slow down pretty nice. That's a good thing for a plane. It's tracking pretty straight. I'm gonna try to stay with my area here. Yeah, this thing flies really nicely. And it's definitely, like I said, definitely ready for a new prop. And I'm excited to maybe even try this thing out on 4S, but I might need to swap the motor because 2700 kV on these things doesn't really match up well with 4S, in the long run at least. This thing is not as loud as I thought it would be. Maybe it's the prop, but it's doesn't carry that much sound to it like the FT Vector or the FT Sparrow does, or even the Arrow for that matter. But it's a nice little clean sound out of it, and I find myself critiquing the sounds of airplanes a lot. But maybe that just, again, this could be the prop on it, because again, it's a really small Diatone 5x4. Yeah, also excited to get into flying FPV with this thing. It's nice and fast, should be lots of fun, especially if you put a longer, more capable system on it than like a 25 milliwatt micro transmitter that I've been doing other FPV missions with. Yeah, it does not mind the wind at all. That's a nice thing. Go ahead and slow it down a little bit, see where we get. We're about a quarter throttle. That's pretty good. Yeah, this thing, I mean, it doesn't need a lot of power. It's pretty good, especially even with stalls as well. And of course has all the power you need even on this, but we're probably gonna check out in a later video seeing if we can get this thing to go faster. Looks like the sun's coming out a little bit. That's a little bit different than what we've been experiencing for the past few days, but I'll take it. I'm really excited for that. Camera quality is a lot better when there's proper lighting. That was a little low. Little low. flying really nice and smooth. There's one thing that describes the flight so far. It's just, it's really, feels lightweight, but also really nice tracking. And the power is nice and smooth. Controls are nice and predictable. I'm gonna roll in some expo for sure because it's kind of hard to get exact angles on these. Find myself overcorrecting my turns a lot. Probably a good 60 miles per hour right there. And it just looks so cool flying through the sky, you know, like a government surveillance drone or something like that. Getting some nice banked turns in. Not expecting it to do that good, but let's just kind of pop the nose up and just holding full back, and it's not dropping a wingtip. That's good. Good stuff. I'm really surprised with how smooth this thing is in the wind. Most, you know, wide planes that aren't very long tend to do a lot of wiggle waggle with the wings in the wind. Like the FT Sparrow, if you've watched any of my recent FT Sparrow flight videos, that's all the FT Sparrow does. And it's unfortunate, but that's one of the major drawbacks of building a Sparrow, and this thing doesn't seem to be exhibiting that issue there. Little loop. Nice linear rolls. This does have tapered ailerons like the FT Vector and the FT Bloody Wonder. So I'm surprised to see linear rolls on this thing. But again, I don't exactly know how all that aerodynamic stuff works. So it's just a little bit surprising because they're coming out of control surfaces are giving the input from an angle. All right, let's go ahead and bring it in for a landing. I think it's been a pretty convincing flight so far, and next video I'll do a bigger prop on this thing to give you guys a better feel for what we're working with here. Slows down nice. Let's do another little go around so I don't have to walk because I'm lazy. All right, bring it around. It's a great little flying airplane, just slow it down. Perfect, perfect. What a great flight with the FT Goblin. Definitely gonna see a lot more from this plane here in the coming days and weeks for sure. I really like how this is flying. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that prop real soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.